Hello everyone. Welcome to this week's market analysis video. I'm Frankie, your market analyst at Markets4U. Today, we're diving into the key data and currency pairs to watch from July 15th to July 19th, 2024. Let's get started. As you can see, my screen is shared, and we're using the economic calendar from the traders room at Markets4U. I've set the dates from July 15th to July 19th, covering Monday to Friday. Just a quick note, I'm using GMT, so adjust to your time zone accordingly. Now, let's jump into this week's market events. On Monday, we kick off with the Eurozone's industrial production data for May. In the US, we have the New York Empire State Manufacturing Index for July and a speech from Fed Chair Powell. Euro, definitely one to watch. Tuesday brings us the US retail sales data for June, always a market mover. Meanwhile, in Canada, we'll be keeping a close eye on the inflation rate for June. Euro, important for those trading Canadian pairs. Wednesday heats up with the UK's inflation rate for June. Across the pond, the US will release preliminary building permits, housing starts, and industrial production for June. Japan rounds out the day with its balance of trade, exports, and imports data for June. Thursday is packed with action. We start with Australia's unemployment rate, employment change, and full-time employment change for June. The UK follows with employment change and the unemployment rate for May. The big event of the week is the Eurozone, with the European Central Bank's interest rate decision, deposit facility rate, and ECB press conference. The US will also release the Philadelphia Fed Manufacturing Index for July, initial jobless claims, and the CB Leading Index for June. To top it off, New Zealand will release its Q2 inflation rate, and Japan will release its inflation rate for June. Finally, on Friday, we have the UK's retail sales data for June and Canada's retail sales for May and PPI for June. So, for this week, the key events to watch are the ECB's interest rate decision and the inflation data from various countries. Now, let's move to the charts for this week. Today, I'm going to discuss two pairs that will be most affected by this week's main events: Euro to US dollar and Pound sterling to US dollar. The ECB and UK economic events will impact these pairs. Let's look at the weekly chart of Euro to US dollar. You can see that the market has been moving higher over the past 3 weeks. The stochastic indicator is moving higher from the oversold area, while the candlestick pattern shows that Euro to US dollar is in a strong bullish move. Therefore, I expect Euro to US dollar to continue moving higher and possibly reach the resistance level, which I will show in the daily chart. Now, switching to the daily chart, you can see that the price has been moving higher for the past 3 days, with the stochastic moving near the overbought area. This suggests that the price might move higher in this week, but remember that we will have the ECB interest rates decision, which may bring the euros down toward the nearest support levels at 1.0859 and 1.0785. Resistance levels are set at 1.0981 and 1.1066. Now, let's move on to the pound sterling to US dollar pair. The pair moved strongly higher in the last 2 weeks, with the stochastic indicator also showing a higher move near the oversold area, which may indicate that pound sterling to US dollar will move higher. Switching to the daily chart, you can see that the candles have been up for the past 3 days with a strong move, and the stochastic indicator is moving higher inside the overbought area. Our support and resistance levels are at 1.2891 and 1.2814 for the support levels, but based on the technical indicators, I'm expecting that pound sterling to US dollar might move higher and reach the resistance levels at 1.3070 and 1.3151. That's it for this week's market analysis. See you in the next analysis video.